Today I'm gonna be making some Squishmallow Halloween cookies. I have a whole series of Squishmallow stuff that I started, where I do a bunch of different stuff with Squishmallows. Customizing them, needle felting them, cutting them up, anything and everything with Squishmallows. Today I'm going to be turning Squishmallows into cookies. I've actually already made them, so I'm completely aware of the massacre you're about to witness. I wanted to do something special for Halloween, so I decided to go out of my comfort zone and make some cookies. I have no idea why. Big mistake. It's a huge fail and I regret everything. I'm telling you right off the bat. Things are gonna go very, very wrong. If you're watching this video hoping that you might see some beautifully decorated cookies in the end, then you're watching the wrong video. Just putting that out there. You have forfeited your right to complain. Today's misfortunes begin with a series of hopeful adventures. I went to Target and checked out their baking section, picked up a few things from there. They have a few Halloween cookies, which are simple, but these actually look a whole lot better than the ones I'm about to make. They also have a whole collection of really, really cool Halloween decor, and I wanted to just like buy everything.
Is there anything cursed?
We went to Walmart next and picked up a few more things from there, just like frosting and cookie dough and sprinkles and such. At Walmart, I also ran into a bunch of giant Halloween Squishmallows, which is very fitting since I'm gonna be making Halloween Squishmallow cookies.
That one's cute.
This is cool. Speaking of Halloween, I've hidden these 3 little Halloween trinkets throughout this video. If you find them, you're more than welcome to help yourself to one of the cookies I'm making today. Feel free to take any or all. Just get him out of my sight. So here's all the supplies so far. Notice the rolling pin. That's gonna be a letdown later on. I made a quick last-minute run to Michael's. I should have probably come here first.
Should've just come here.
They basically have anything and everything you'd ever need. I feel like it's a little overpriced, but they literally have every type of sprinkle known to humanity. So if you're into that stuff, head on over to Michael's.
Like if you need sprinkles, go to Michael's. They even have orange sprinkles.
I picked up some silicone mats, some piping tips, and some more sprinkles from there. And now I have everything you could ever need to make cookies, right? Wrong. Even after spending a small fortune, I'm apparently still not as prepared as I thought I was. But anyways.
Okay. Well, rolling pin doesn't work with cookie dough, apparently.
No worries though, it's not a big deal. Normally when I make cookies, I just roll it into little balls. This time I'm doing something a little different. I'm using cookie cutters to make little egg-shaped cookies. Innovative. What a great idea. That way, you know, they look more like little Squishmallows, which are basically just eggs with eyes. Here's the thing though. I didn't realize lifting them up off the silicone mat would be a problem. They're being a little stubborn.
How do you lift these up?
My friend would just buy a store-bought.
Well, yeah, so do I. Who's got time for this?
I then stuck them into the fridge, hoping that a little cooling off would do them and me some good.
One eternity later.
I decided to make a couple more. This time I sprayed some flour on my silicone mat before getting started. Hopefully this does something. I feel like I've seen this done before somewhere. I rolled my cookie dough on top of that and cut out some more Squishmallow eggs. I definitely do think the flour did help a bit. But spoiler alert, none of this matters in the end. Squishmallows are very simple for the most part, but some of them do have wings or ears or hats or little appendages sticking off of them. I really wanted to have cookies in that shape. So I decided to make them out of cookie dough. It made perfect sense, at least in my head. Not so much in reality or physics or science or anything, but in my head I was convinced I could sculpt with cookie dough. So here we are, hard at work. They're looking pretty good right now. I was so happy. I was ready to go. Let's put them in the oven. I started the oven, 350 degrees, just like it says on the cookie dough instructions.
350 degrees.
I was trying to do everything correctly, trying to follow all the rules so that nothing goes wrong.
Let's see. You're done. Okay.
Whoa.
That's not good. That's not good. Well,
What happened?
take them out, I guess. How do people use
You know
cookie
what?
cutters?
Let's cut them with the cookie cutter.
It's not funny, it's really just sad.
Subscribe if you feel my pain. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I normally just buy pre-made cookies, clearly. This probably comes as no surprise to anybody, but I thought I should mention it. I guess I've never seen someone use a cookie cutter before. I guess you're supposed to like use the cookie cutter after you bake the cookies. Is that true? I just feel like that's wrong. I don't know. Everything just became one big horrifying mess of a cookie. This is not going as planned. I feel the need to put a disclaimer out there. This is not a tutorial. I never do tutorials. I'm never trying to teach you anything. I can't teach you anything even if I wanted to. This channel is more about my journey and just having fun. Not that I'm having fun right now. I'm just sad. Really, really sad. You'd think the worst parts are over, but no. Things only get worse and worse. I wasn't about to let this setback stop me from making my Squishmallow cookies. Though in all honesty, I should have taken this as a sign and called it quits. But no. Instead, I'm carving out their appendages with the already baked cookie scraps I had. I plan on just gluing them together with icing or something. Hadn't really thought that part through. As for the cookie scraps, they won't be going to waste. Don't you worry. I'm just gonna eat the ones I don't use. They may look terrible, but they taste just the same. So here's my bear cookie. I'm trying to turn it into this Frankenstein bear Squishmallow. I don't know the name, I'm not about to look it up. If you know the name, feel free to enlighten me. But anyways, I started spreading the green frosting onto them, which isn't going as planned. In my head, I thought this would look smooth, but it doesn't. Why doesn't it? I did some research, and it said I could just mix it to warm it up a bit. But I had a better idea, a faster idea to warm up the frosting. I decided to heat up the frosting in the microwave and then squeeze that onto the cookies, which for a minute looked like it was working. I was starting to have hope that these might turn out alright. They were a lot smoother, that's for sure. A lot less texture. What could possibly go wrong? Everything. I did have a bit of trouble with the jack-o'-lantern Squishmallow. That one was coming out a little textured, but I thought I could fix that by popping the cookie into the microwave for a few seconds. Turns out, that's not how you can fix that.
Oh my god.
Because then things look like this. It looks contaminated for some reason. But that's fine. I'll just cover it with sprinkles. No harm done. No one has to know. Plus it adds some texture. Mixes things up a bit. And I like that. By the way, I do realize I'm coloring outside the lines a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean I'm literally going all over the plate. I figured everything would be fine and look a lot neater once I transfer them to another plate in the end. Or so I thought. This is so bad, guys. I really can't believe I had this much trouble making these cookies. I did try asking my fiance for help, but all she did was blame me.
Who, me? What?
I don't know what's wrong. Is it me or is it everything else? I genuinely have no idea. I'm so lost. It's unbearable. I'm just in utter shock and disbelief. I did run back to Michael's and pick up some white icing in hopes of rescuing something. Anything at this point. The icing was $12 for this one tube of icing. This is pure agony. Next Halloween, I'm just gonna unbox some Oreos. I'm never going to attempt something like this again. It's just too embarrassing, even for me. And I feel like that's saying a lot. This Frankenbear was probably the cutest one of the bunch. That's not saying much, though. It still looks like a melting pile of radioactive waste. But a cute pile of radioactive waste. This is me trying to convince you. I hope you're convinced. There's a couple that I'd say are passable. C+ in my opinion. You know, for a beginner. The frosting never solidified. Everything was just kinda sliding off the cookies. Literally melting. What kind of cookies do this? I really tried saving the bat, but clearly it's too far gone. It's time to let go. I have to keep them all isolated on their own plate. I don't even want to know what would happen if two of these touched. I didn't even want to put this video up, but it's either this or no video for the week, so I went with this. I hope that's okay. I hope you still found it somewhat enjoyable to watch. And yeah, I'm sorry.
Happy Halloween. Just go to Walmart, buy some candy, and watch a scary movie.
Yeah.
Don't try to do this.